I thought we played our absolute heart out. I thought we played hard. Everybody in that locker room, is somebody that, either Mississippi State didn't want or they had them and let them go, including me. All right, and I thought everybody in there spilt everything they had. That was a one-score football game, all the way down to the final wire. We lost the turnover battle 2-0. We had some tough things happen to us. Our trick play, Ole Miss ran that same trick play 2 weeks ago versus A&M, the exact same way. All right, and that was a big swing of events right there. We had our chances offensively. We had some one-on-one situations. We had Ty Mims one-on-one. In big games like this versus SEC opponents, you got to make those. We were inches away from one there. We had a few more to Caston. Special teams-wise, I thought our kickoff return TD was huge. I thought our alternate kicks on kickoff cover was big. I thought we covered kicks versus a great return team. The interception at the end was disappointing because it made it turn into a blowout, and y'all know it wasn't a blowout. We had a missed assignment on their second touchdown, which was disappointing. And, I'm disappointed in the drive after we cut it to a one-score game. We let them go right down the field. I thought we played really hard on defense. We only gave up 18 first downs all day, 382 yards. We struck, we tackled. Really only disappointed in that one drive right there where we cut it to a one-score game. It just felt like we were right there to win it. And that's what we came here to do. We came here to win this football game. We're a young team that's grown a lot. You saw a lot of young guys growing up again today. We've got a bright future here. We're recruiting well. We're in a way better roster situation than we were 3 years ago. We're going to add to this roster again with our third recruiting class, and the future's very bright at Southern Miss. I'm so disappointed we didn't win today because I really think we could have. But like I said, that's a locker room that nobody this place wanted, and man, we banded together and we struck and we played and we made them work for it. I got a lot of respect for Will Rogers. I want to say that too. I've known Will since he was a young kid, and for him to come back and play, he was probably the difference in the game. You know what I mean? If he don't play, we probably win the game too. And but that's just who he is. He's a winner. He's a coach's kid. His brother's on our team. He's a winner too. He's gonna be a great player. And I got a lot of respect for him to come back and play with that injury. And he probably put him over the edge today too. So with that, I'll open it up.
Coach, what happened to Ethan later on in the game?
He got hit in the elbow and he was having trouble feeling, a little numbness in it. Yep, throwing elbow.
You talk about the decision to start him today?
Yeah, thought he gave us our best chance to win. The whole red shirt deal, man, he wanted to play, and he gives us our best chance to win, and he loves his team. It was never even a question with him whether he was going to play. I just had to act like that all week. And that was all it was.
You shared a moment there with Will at the end. He actually came and seeked you out, and you mentioned that you guys have had a good relationship. Watching what he's done here at Mississippi State and just what he's done for the state of Mississippi for football, how cool has that been for you guys?
It's been awesome to see. I've known him since he was a kid. Got so much respect for him. I think he's the most underappreciated football player, anywhere. The stuff that's said about him, by their fans sometimes, I don't think he's just so underappreciated, undervalued. Tough guy, thrown for so many yards, won so many games, and I thought he was the difference today.
Can you talk about just the difference in how this team has looked the last 3 weeks to before that point, and how they went out there today?
Yeah, we're just growing up. Like I said, man, we got 12 seniors, and about 7 of them play a lot. So just a lot of youth growing up. A lot of we had to overcome some injuries early on in the year in the same position, so that kind of hurt us, and we lost a lot of close games. We're about 5 plays away from being a really good football team with a really good record. And nobody wants to play us right now. And that's on me. We got to be better earlier in the year. We're going to be next year. Like I said, we've got 28 players on our team that have been with us 3 years or more. Next year we'll have 57. We'll have over 50. And we've built it back right, and we're growing, and we got a bright future.
And you touched on it just with how your players are ones that these other two schools didn't want. Could you just elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, good football players. Good football players. And but everybody in that locker room banded together with that. From coaches to players to everybody. I mean, that don't mean they're not good players. We got a lot of good players in that room, but we came here to prove that we belonged on this field today. Everybody did, and I think a lot of them did prove that, and I'm proud of them for it.
Does it kind of feel like this injury that Ethan had, is almost a culmination of what this entire season has been like? Some of the uncontrollables where he's at this pivot point in the red shirt and he can only give you a quarter, really.
Yeah, tough luck, right? Yeah. You know, all we talk about with our kids every day is you can't control the circumstances in your life always, but you can always control how you respond. That kid will respond the right way. That kid will work hard this week. That kid's got a bright future. And for whatever, you know, God puts things on us in life and we don't always know why. And you look up sometimes a week down the road, sometimes 5 years down the road. And you look back and you're like, oh man, God, that's what it was. I see now. And, you know, we've had some things happen to us this year that is hard to go through. But we've grown from it. We'll be better from it moving forward. And, you know, like I said, I really believe we got a bright future and like where we're headed.
On that play when he got hurt, was Frank supposed to maybe throw a block?
I'm
or
gonna
a
have to
chip,
see.
or
I'm
was-
gonna have to see the film on it.
Okay.
I think he sent the protection wrong. Young guy with a tough look right there. I think he sent the protection wrong. As in Ethan sent the protection.
Yeah.
wrong.
What was the explanation on the Mims unsportsmanlike? Or
Yeah, said it was illegal because he came too far over to the sideline. But like I said, we watch it. Ole Miss ran it just like that versus A&M 2 weeks ago. So.
Coach, what do you think changed from that first drive onward? Just for that first.
We
drive,
made plays on the first drive. We didn't anymore. We had a one-on-one with Caston and we hit it. All right, after that, we had a one-on-one with Ty Mims. We missed it by an inch. We had a one-on-one with Caston down here. We had it in our hands and didn't come up with it. You know, they were taking the runaway and leaving us with one-on-ones on the edges. When that happens, you got to make those one-on-ones. We had our opportunity. We made some. Caston made another one later in the game. You know, that was the difference in their drive. He catches it, breaks a tackle, scores. And that's all it was.
Frank goes over 1,000 yards in the season
Yeah.
today. How impressed have you been in the last, especially 4 or 5 weeks with him?
Yeah, he's played really well. We've played better around him. You know, our O-line's played better. Tight ends are getting it, and quarterback plays improved. Offensive, our offensive staff's done a great job, and then Frank's played well too. So we got one more. We're excited about it. It's senior day for a small group of seniors, but a special group of seniors, and we want to send them out the right way.
Coach, what's this kind of environment mean to you? Second time in your career you came to SEC Stadium, and I don't know if maybe I just got here early, but it seemed like in the morning you were just out here a little bit longer enjoying things.
Well, I mean, I'm a Mississippi guy. You know what I mean? This game meant a whole lot to me. We wanted to win this game. We play them again in 2 years, and we plan on winning that one. You know, we're going to lay it on the line every time we get an opportunity to be in an arena like this. And I thought our kids laid it on the line today. I'm disappointed at the final score. You know, we got it to a one-score game late, and we had a chance to win it. And we just didn't get it done right there. And I'm really disappointed in that, but I'm really proud of how we came into this arena and took it to a one-score game in the fourth quarter. We're going to keep doing that, and we're going to start winning those games here in the very near future.
Can you talk about the defense? I thought they played terrific.
We played really good. I was really happy with how we played, except for that drive when we cut it to one score. You know, we just didn't fit up the zone well. Good job by Mississippi State. They locked the backside a little bit on that, made an adjustment. We just didn't get the ball carried down on that drive. Besides that, I thought we struck. I thought we played. I thought we didn't panic. And we got the ball out right over here, but we didn't come up with it. That would have been a big turn of events. We held them to field goals on short fields sometimes, and I thought we played extremely hard. And in the box, especially, man, I thought we struck and played off blocks and played.
Coach, speaking on that defense, everyone knows the DB situation with how many have gone down. You've had to put, a running back and a wide receiver in, but I thought they had pretty great games. Can you just kind of speak on some defensive standout players?
Yeah, we've really gotten better there. MJ Daniels has become a great player. And he's another guy. It's the first time he's ever really played in games. Zay Franks is becoming a really good player. Michael Caraway's becoming a really good player. All three of those guys, first time they've ever really played significant minutes. Zay Franks was playing wideout a few weeks ago. So that's three corners that are all coming back. They're all over 6 feet tall that can really play, that love this university. So, again, going back to what Sam said, a tough set of circumstances forced us into that, but we're better for it now. And it sucks going through it, but we're going to reap the rewards of it, in the future.
Coach, getting back in the preparation for this week, was there any difficulties with the coaching change on the other side? Did you guys have anything schematically that you maybe were guessing at today that you didn't see?
No, the only thing was, we felt like Will would play. I know Will. I know what Will's about. They got 2 games left versus Southern Miss and versus Ole Miss. And for him to have a chance to win 2 games like that and to get them in the bowl eligibility again, I knew he'd play. And they're a lot better football team when he's playing. And that was it. Coach Knox did a great job with their young men, rallying them together, and you knew he would, man. He's a tremendous man, one of the real good men in this profession. And they ran their offense. defense, but Will was there.
What do you tell your team when you're preparing for a guy like Will Rogers? Like, what was kind of that message that when you were telling them about Will?
Yeah, no, we they know who Will is. We got some of them played high school with him. You know, Jay Stanley played with him. So they know he's a good quarterback, but you got to get ready for their offense. And like I said, I thought we played really good defense a lot of the night. We just really only had one really bad drive right there.
I felt like Jacarius really showed up in the bigger moments. Just how has he developed in these big time spots?
Yeah, you know, he did last week too. You know, he had 3 big catches last week. He's just a really good football player. He's another one that what I was talking about. You know, he's a guy that was overlooked out of high school, overlooked out of junior college, comes to Southern Miss, and he wanted to prove he belonged on this field today, and I think he showed everybody he did.
Thanks, Coach.
Just first and foremost, it really felt like in the bigger moments you just showed up. In a game of this magnitude, just how were you getting yourself amped up for this?
At the end of the day, it's still football, so you still got to run your plays and do what the coach tell you to do. So it's nothing different, just 11 on 11. It's still football.
Being in this kind of SEC environment, when you scored the first and the second touchdown, just what was that feeling like, especially doing it on the road, trying to silence this crowd?
It felt real good, especially when we was down. And to bring it to a 1-score touchdown in the SEC playing like this, it was fun. Like, I didn't even know how to celebrate. It was fun.
Standing back there and watching that ball come to you, did you have that feeling that you could bring this one back?
Well, yeah, because we set it up. The first time I fact caught the ball and see how it was. So then I figured I had a chance to do it because they kept knifing down in there. So I had a feel for it.
Although you guys weren't on the winning end, what can you guys take from a game like this, and turn into a lot of positives?
Just keep pushing. Like, it's not over. Just keep pushing. We got one more game. We go out there and play like we did today. It's going to be a hell of a game next Saturday.
Is it kind of a roller coaster for you as a wide receiver when you got Ethan starting, and then he gets hurt, then he comes back, then he goes out again? Or does that kind of mess with you psychologically, or do you have to adjust?
Not really. Adversity happens almost every day. So really, switching quarterbacks. I mean, at Patriots we go with different quarterbacks, so it's really not a big difference, but it's a slight difference with the time and stuff. So it'll be a little off sometimes. You just gotta adjust quick within 2 or 3 plays and keep going.
On that 7-game losing streak, then turn around 2 games, and then today, just the fan base was getting, you hear the noise and everything. Just what was that like in the locker room during that losing streak, and what was it? Was there some sort of catalyst that turned it around?
Everybody just kept their head up and kept going. Like, we didn't just get blew out every game. So everybody was still fighting every game we played. Nobody just quit. We just kept going every game. Played like we won every game.
To open the game, that play that Ethan hit you on that far sideline and get inside the red zone to set up that touchdown. Did you guys feel like that momentum was just going in your way? Did you feel like it could be your day?
Oh, yes, from the gate, like from the start. When we just off the leverage of the DB, we knew we was going to hit him quick off his leverage in the play call that we worked. Just watching film and knowing what he's going to do from the start.
Coach Hall was just saying that a lot of guys on this team, it's guys that were overlooked by a Mississippi State program and stuff like that. Is that something that you guys as players came together around before this game started?
I said it don't bother me seeing it at all. I think I can play anywhere. Anybody here can play anywhere. If they just look, I don't think they expose you everywhere. So I feel like I can play anywhere. Give me a shot.
Cool.
Thanks.
I trust God, I trust my coaches. They all got a plan for me. I'm not really making no long-term decisions right now, so it's gonna take care. Like, everything's gonna take care of itself. I got good people ahead of me, good leaders who's gonna take care of me first and my team. So I'm not really too much worried about that right now. That'll all happen when it happens.
The decision to play the next 2 games or this game and next week. Was that something that you ever had a doubt about? Was there ever mulling over the decision, or was it always the play?
We knew the moment would probably come, and I just had to be ready for it. And I like to think that I was. It's just the competitor in me that I want to play whenever I can, every Saturday, whenever the lights are on, whenever the brightest, I want to be in the game. So it was just that one of those moments here today. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity once again.
When did you find out that you were going to play?
Probably last week after the Louisiana game, I figured out that I was going to play. And, we prepared for it all week in practice. Knew I was going to play. We tried to, keep it on the wrap, but it's part of it.
Between getting the start,
defense team to where it was in hand, then the injury, and then ultimately coming up. Can you just talk about the roller coaster of emotions here today?
You know, we started off pretty fast. Got everybody into the game early. Our defense was making big time stops. We get back down second quarter, I guess, to keep it going. You know, just had a stall out turnover on the. I just really put the blame on me. Honestly, I just take that responsibility. I really don't even got too much to say about it, man. I'm thankful for my teammates, my offensive line, my defense, my coaches. So I'm just thankful for the guys around me that have made me who I am today, honestly. And the offense that we have, it's just so explosive. We got so many playmakers around the ball. I'm thankful, man. Yeah.
First pass of the game, you go down, you hit your carries on that 44-yard bomb. At that point, did you feel like, all right, this could be our day?
Definitely. We knew coming into the game what our game plan was and what we were going to attack and what we knew we could be explosive in. So we knew what we were going to go to. We were just ready and we had to execute the moment. And that was just a good start to the game for us. It really just helped everybody get ready for the game and the environment. It was just a fun experience, my first time.
Frank Gore Jr. said that every time that you step on the field under center, everybody plays with a lot more confidence, and you seem to have a really good way of relying on the players around you to help make plays and not trying to do it all yourself. Can you just talk about your relationship with the offense?
Man, I look up to those guys. When I first got here, I was just telling them every day, like, I'm ready for that moment, like, whenever it comes. And they would just, like I said, they would lead me up. Frank is just an unbelievable leader, like, student of the game. Like, I try to learn so much from him, just his everyday schedule, like, the way he approaches every day is just, like, a pro already. So I try to learn as much as I can from the guys ahead of me, like Latrell Jones, like, just a outright playmaker that nobody really talks about, you know what I mean? So we just got guys all around that I'm just blessed to be around and thankful to be around my first year in college. So it's going to definitely be nasty next couple of years coming up. I promise you that.
Do you think you'll be okay for next week? Or?
Whatever comes with it, we'll take care of. And my doctor will take care of it. So
You're talking about the future, but obviously during that losing streak, there was a lot of outside noise. Can you just talk about the players' belief in Coach Hall and Southern Miss's program?
Oh, definitely. We just stuck together. Like we know we're going through each and every day inside the building, on the field. Nobody outside looking in, they can't judge us because they don't know what we do every day. So we're still thankful for the environment, the fans we have. Just it's Mississippi, so the love for football is just different anywhere around. So we definitely expect that from our people around outside looking in. So we thankful for the criticism, and we criticize ourselves on everything that we do. So.
Frank, first and foremost, you guys came up a little bit short, but not on the result you guys wanted, but it was really close for a while. So just how can you guys take this and apply it next week?
The next week game is important. A lot of seniors on this team, so this game is definitely important. It's not just any game. So we have to come back to practice and get better and work on film. That's pretty much it.
Coming into this environment, it's definitely different than some of the Sun Belt schools. So how much more did that mean just coming in and getting that experience?
I don't think it was that much crazier than what we've seen in other stadiums, but it was a pretty good atmosphere. Both fans showed up and they showed out, so it was pretty good, but it wasn't nothing crazy.
You go over 1,000 yards in the season today again for another year. So just what's the feeling like, and what has changed for you in like the last 5 weeks?
It's truly a blessing to be able to be named with one of the top running backs in this university. So it's a blessing because I never looked this far. I never seen me being this. In the last 5 weeks, I feel like nothing changed. Nothing me practicing or anything. I just feel like we just came together as an offense, and as you feed off your teammates. So once they make plays, I make plays. When I make plays, they make plays. So that's just how it goes. And early we weren't too good on offense. Also, I wasn't good as well, but we kept fighting. We came through and got it done.
How bad did y'all want this one here today?
We wanted it bad. As you see, we played as hard as we could. We gave it all we got, and we just came up short. But we're ready for the next challenge. We're not going to dwell on this.
You described, as soon as Ethan Crawford takes the field, everybody out there gets a lot more confident, even you. What did you see from him today at his first start?
He was great, actually. He took a big hit, hurt his arm a little bit, but he came back in the game and he was still super confident still. And that's what we need from E, and that's the type of person he is. So that's what we expect from him. But he showed his toughness, and he gained a lot of respect from his teammates. So I'm proud of E, and he's going to come along and be one of the greatest.
This morning on College Game Day, Stanford Steve said that he considers you one of the top running backs in the country. Just getting named in that light on a national television scale, like what does that mean?
It's a blessing for sure. Like I said, coming in as a freshman, I'd never picture any of this, so I just put one step in front of another one and just kept working. God blessed me with wonderful feedback and great accolades and all this stuff. So I'm just blessed, man. Pretty blessed.
How do you just kind of like adjust when you're playing in the middle of the game when Ethan starts and he gets hurt and then Billy comes in, then Ethan comes back in, and like does that change or kind of factor in it psychologically at all?
Is that personally?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all, because we practiced with both of them over the summer. We worked a lot with both of them, so I know how both of them think and what both of them want to do, and just try to have your teammate back when they're out there. So that's pretty much it. No difference.
It's something that Coach says. Obviously, he wanted really badly just because he is a Mississippi guy. Obviously, the in-state part of it. What do you guys think that you showed Mississippi State today?
We showed that we're not just some pushovers. That we're willing to fight, willing to stand up to the battle, and now they know that next time they come or when they come to Hattiesburg, it's not going to be just a pushover. So they got to come and be ready.
How about just the defense today? I mean, you look up on the scoreboard and it says 41, but I mean, it really doesn't feel like they played that badly at all.
They scored at the end a few times to make it look worse than what it was, but it was a pretty tight game, and I felt like we was going to come out with the win, but we didn't. So it's all good, but we're ready to work. Defense played great.
Is there a chance next week's your last game at Southern Miss?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought about anything. I'm trying to end the season healthy and get this win next week for the seniors. Thank you, guys.